kick off with the energy price cap, and the average price that people will be paying for their energy bills has risen. It's risen by about £200 or by about 13%. So for the quarter, the 3 months that began in April, the number was £1,641. For the quarter, for the 3 months that begin in July, it will rise, as I said, by around £200 or 13% to £1,862. Again, this is a guide price for the average household. If you're a very heavy energy user, it'll be more than that. If you're very efficient, it'll be a bit less than that. And I think a really key point to focus on, £200 increase, 13% increase, will be tough for what is most people's biggest energy bill, but it isn't as big as the increases that we did see during Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which you can, of course, see here. And that is perhaps a little bit surprising for people, given, of course, how much we've seen the raw commodity prices increase during the course of the Iran war, which is the biggest driver, of course, for this increase. We've seen raw commodity prices double in some cases, but we're not seeing the scale of increase that we saw then. By the way, back then, the peak would have been £4,000, but the energy price guarantee came in October 2022 and capped things at £2,500, which was the most of what most people had to pay during that period. It's increased, not quite by that much, 1,862, but still a big increase for people to take. Worth noting as well, a big increase particularly between the April and July quarters. July usually the lowest energy intensive quarter because of the summer months, of course. Now, I just want to show you one other chart because there's some other nuances. You might see some slightly lower numbers coming out today, which is that Ofgem is changing the way they calculate the average household going forward. So, in fact, moving forward, you start to see the number 1,663 based on new calculations. But in order to compare it like for like, we used the previous chart and things have gone up 13%. But going forward, they're changing what they use as the guide, the average household, because in fact, as consumers, we're using less energy, which is a good thing going forward. We're now using 7% less electricity, 17% less gas. So you might see this number out there today as well, 1,663. But in fact, comparing it on the prior format for calculations to the current format for calculations, it has increased by 13% to 1,862.